Welcome to another new video on my channel, the top 10 most exclusives. Today video is about mixed martial arts MMA. There have been many great MMA fighters throughout the years, but the question on everyone's mind is the same: who is the greatest MMA fighter of all time? Many fighters on this list also fought way past their prime and quickly declined, but we are mostly focused on the skill, wins, and competition of these fighters at their best. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top 10 greatest MMA fighters of all time. Stipe Miocic. He has taken out some of the biggest names the sport has seen, and many that are on this same list, like Fabricio Werdum, Alistair Overeem, and Daniel Cormier, until his loss to Francis Ngannou. Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes is the first woman to become a two-division champion, bantamweight and featherweight, and the third fighter in all of UFC history to hold titles in two different weight classes along with Conor McGregor and Daniel Cormier. We believe that Nunes is the best female MMA fighter of all time, and she can back that up with her results. Jose Aldo. Aldo was a monster in his WEC days. He has a record of 38 total fights, 31 wins, and 7 losses. He also defeated some big names like Cub Swanson, Mike Brown, and Uriah Faber. Many consider Aldo as the greatest featherweight in MMA history. Conor McGregor. McGregor is mostly known for defeating Jose Aldo by knocking him out in the first 13 seconds, making it the fastest UFC title fight in history. Conor was also the first fighter to defend UFC titles in two different weight classes. Demetrius Johnson. Demetrius Johnson is the one of the best flyweight champion that the UFC has had. Ever since he claimed the throne, he has defended it and is on track to beat the record for most consecutive title defenses. He has also landed the most takedowns in UFC flyweight history. Fedor Emelianenko. Fedor Emelianenko never fought in the UFC like the majority of the other fighters on this list, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he is an absolute machine and has one of the most impressive undefeated streaks at 28 consecutive wins. He is often called the best heavyweight fighter ever. Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva would absolutely destroy people when he fought. He holds the record for the longest title hold in the UFC at 2,457 days, and also recorded 16 consecutive victories during that reign as well. Silva is without a question one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time. Jon Jones. Jon Bones Jones has the record for being the youngest UFC champion at 23 years old. Jones is a former two-time UFC light heavyweight champion and holds many records in that division, like most title defenses, longest win streak, most submission victories, and most wins. San Pierre. San Pierre has the most insane all-around skills of any MMA fighter ever. He won UFC championships in both welterweight and middleweight divisions and is considered by many as the greatest fighter in the history of MMA. Khabib Nurmaga. Khabib Nurmaga was the longest reigning UFC lightweight division champion, and his excellent grappling has won him many fights and cemented him as the best fighter in MMA history. Not only does he win all his fights, he also does it in a dominating fashion. The Eagle retired with a perfect record of 29 total fights and 29 wins, something unheard of in MMA. He has wins over some of the most dominant forces in the sport, like Michael Johnson, Rafael dos Anjos, and Conor McGregor. Thank you for watching the top 10 most exclusives. Like and subscribe for more.